Hello everyone, welcome to Quincy High School, the Monroe McLean Gymnasium, where tonight the North Quincy Red Raiders will play against the Quincy Presidents the first time in the brand new Quincy High School. My name is Jonathan Clare, being joined by Jim Timmons. And Jim, in the game we saw before this, the first basketball game here at the new gymnasium, the Quincy girls came out with a thrilling victory over the North Quincy girls, came down to the last second, and Quincy was able to pull it out. And we're hoping for an exact duplicate of the game here between the boys.
Well, in terms of excitement, Sean, but here at QATV, we do not root for either team, correct?
Fair enough, fair enough.
All right, there you go. We are high above courtside here. If you can see that camera view, folks, we are up where that camera shot is being taken, right next to cameraman Peter Doherty. And I feel like Johnny Most. I don't know what you feel like.
Well, yeah, if you haven't been to the new high school, we certainly encourage you to come down if you can and take a look. But there is a two-lane track above the gym, so that's where Jim and I are situated for this game. And right now we're going to go down to the PA announcer for the introduction of the teams.
This gentleman is a junior at guard number 4, Joe Brown. This gentleman is a junior, he's a forward, number 12, Devin Simmons. This gentleman is a junior, he's a guard number 21, Matt Costa. This gentleman is a junior, he's a guard number 23, Ryan Evans. This next gentleman is a freshman, a forward number 24, Greg Clark. Next gentleman is a sophomore guard number 25, Marquise LaPonder. This next gentleman is a senior center number 30, Jabot Shane. And this next gentleman is a freshman forward number 35, Alvin Kuka. Now for the Quincy High School varsity reserves. This gentleman is a junior guard number 3, Alex Botel. The next gentleman is a junior forward number 5, Richie Cesar. This gentleman is a senior forward number 11, Chuck Butler. This gentleman is a senior guard number 20, David Nahn. Gentleman is a sophomore number 22, guard Derek Stone. This next gentleman is a senior forward number 25, Lucas McDonough. This next gentleman is a junior guard number 33, Galen Green. The next gentleman is a senior forward number 42, Mario Mason. Now for the starting lineups of the visiting Red Raiders at North Quincy High School. At guard, a sophomore, number 5, Dan Gould. Gentleman is a sophomore, guard number 10, Patrick Gould. The gentleman is a junior, forward number 32, Paul Connor. The gentleman is a forward, a junior, co-captain number 31, Timmy Leeso. And forward, this gentleman is a senior, also co-captain number 33, Paul Gould. Ladies and gentlemen, North Quincy Red Raiders. Everybody up? Now, for the starting lineup for your Quincy Presidents. The gentleman is a senior forward, number 14, Oliver O'Sullivan. This gentleman is a junior forward, number 15, Derek Madaro. This gentleman is a senior guard, number 24, Ryan Schultz. This gentleman is a senior forward, number 44, co-captain Kevin McDonough. And this gentleman is a senior guard, co-captain number 12, Brian Melger. Miller.
All right, we'll introduce the starting lineups. First for North Quincy, number 5, sophomore Dan Gould. Number 10, sophomore Patrick Gould. Number 31, captain junior Tim Liuzzo. Number 32, junior Paul Cunoff. And number 33, co-captain Paul Gould. For the Presidents, number 12, senior co-captain Brian Malger. Number 14, senior Oliver O'Sullivan. Number 15, senior Zarek Fedaro. Number 24, senior Ryan Schultz. And number 44, senior captain Kevin McDonough. The team's getting ready to come out onto the court. North Quincy is led by Coach Kevin Barrett, and Quincy's coach is Dave Barrett.
Yeah, you were ready to say come out on the field, right, John? You don't
certainly still in football mode,
yeah,
yes.
You don't see AstroTurf down there, as I would call it, or all turf, so we got to make an adjustment. But we're underway here, and Quincy wins the tap.
All right, Brian Malger, number 12, has it for the Presidents, driving down. He's up to the top of the key. Kevin McDonough takes it, and it's good. 2 points there early for Kevin McDonough.
Nice job by McDonough of getting a jumper at the elbow in the flow.
Quincy coming out with a little pressure.
Yeah, both teams playing man-to-man, John, and they're going to be aggressive trying to set a tone here early on.
Brian Malger playing nice tight defense on Gould. Ball gets swung around Paul Gould, and he's going to shoot it, and it's good. Looking now look for Fedaro, and nice move by him to get it in.
Yeah, good job by number 10 for North Quincy, Pat Gould, of getting in down low there and trying to pick up the charge. The problem was the boy jumped into him. Essentially, he held his position, but...
Fight for the ball down low, and Fedaro's going to come up with it. Malger quickly up, and it's going to be tipped there by Patrick Gould. Nice job by him to break it up. Dan Gould now with the ball for North. Down in the quarter to Liuzzo. Kicks it back up for Gould. Three-pointer's no good. And rebound by Fedaro is good, and we're going to have our first foul of the game on North Quincy.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough call there. That was kind of a ticky-tacky foul. What you look for is whether the athlete actually reached over the back. That time, Liuzzo was blocked out, and he reached for the ball, but the officials trying to set a tone early on here. So North picks up the first team foul here in the boys' game, and the intense pace continues here, John.
Down low for Fedaro. He's going to get it, puts it up and in. Nice soft hands there by Zarek Fedaro to get it in.
Yeah, great look inside, and as you said, Fedaro worked hard for the position, fielded the ball cleanly, and finished well. So Quincy off to a 6-2 lead early on. Working the ball very fluidly on offense, John. They've done a nice job with their half-court offense to start.
Fouls called on Quincy's Ryan Schultz, number 24, the senior. Schultz is going to come out, and checking in is Derek Stone, number 22, for Quincy.
Quincy's got a little more depth this year, John, than North Quincy does. We'll talk about that at the first break.
Cunoff drives in off the glass and in. Nice move by Paul Cunoff, going to his left and uses the glass. Oliver O'Sullivan with the ball now. Drops it off of Brian Malger. McDonough takes the shot, and it's good. Another shot. Kevin McDonough, 4 points early off here for the Presidents.
Yeah, that's the same spot he hit the first jumper from. Nice little jumper at the elbow. He looks very comfortable in his new gymnasium here.
Paul Gould has it and runs into some trouble, gets it off now. Liuzzo.
10 on the shot clock.
Liuzzo has it, kicks it off to Paul Gould for three, no good. Rebound there by North, put up and in by Paul Cunoff.
Nice job by Cunoff. He's a scrappy athlete here, getting an opportunity tonight and taking full advantage of that early on.
8-6 early on here, under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Long two there by Quincy's Oliver O'Sullivan, no good. Quickly up now Gould going to drive in. That's Dan Gould, no good. Liuzzo from the elbow, and he hits it.
Both teams showing nice ball movement. That was great patience. The Gould boys played catch with it for a while, got it over to Liuzzo. Nice finish. So we're tied at 8, John. Off to a nice start here for both teams. They're getting into the flow well.
Kevin McDonough with the ball, top of the key. Trying to run a pick and roll there was Eric Fedaro, can't do it. Brian Malgin picks up the ball and finds some trouble down low. Quickly, North comes out. Dan Gould, and he's going to get fouled down low by Quincy. Gould will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that foul's going to be on O'Sullivan, who came in and got the grab on the little reach in there. Both teams playing very solid defense, and their offense is flowing from it, John. In particular, North Quincy's been boxing out well. We expected coming into the game that Quincy was going to have a little bit of an edge here. They've got more experience. They're playing some more guys who have varsity experience from last year. But thus far, coming out of the gate, Paul Cuniff and the Gould boys really giving a lift to North Quincy, and they're off to a solid start here.
Sophomore Dan Gould hits the first. A couple of substitutions. Reggie Season, number 5, checks in for the Presidents, along with number 25, Lucas McDonough. And Marquise McClendon checks in for North.
Gould sticks them both. Nice job, and North Quincy gets his first lead. So we're halfway through this first quarter.
This is the first game for both teams for their season, so to open up with their crosstown rivals, big way to open up the season. Shot there by Lucas McDonough is no good. Rebounded by North. Patrick Gould coming out quickly for North. And traveling violation will be called on McClendon.
Yeah, you're right. That time, Caesar, seeing his first action in the ball game here, he was a little eager when he got the ball. I'm sorry, it's Marcus McClendon, I beg your pardon. Little eager when he got the ball, took a baby step when he saw all that space in front of him and gets called for the travel. But I'll tell you what, both teams look good early on here, John, and it's flowing from the defense. They're playing very solid man-to-man, and everything is kind of flowing off of that. One other little comment. North Quincy had a scrimmage last week. They played Milton and did not do well. Looked like they had a host of question marks coming out of that scrimmage, but they've worked hard all week. I was able to talk a little bit with Coach Kevin Barrett before tonight's game. Kevin said that the boys are going to be scrapping and working hard. We'll talk at the next time out about Quincy a bit and how things look for them coming into the season.
All right, North on top, 10-8, 3:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Quincy comes out quickly, and it's broken up there by North.
North with a little change. They went with a 2-2-1 full court pressure, a shift from the man-to-man. Caught Quincy off guard. Nice penetration inside, getting the ball to Liuzzo, and it looks like Kevin McDonough's going to pick up a foul.
And McDonough does pick up his first foul. That's the third team foul on the Presidents. So Liuzzo will go to the line to shoot 2.
Liuzzo is a guy they're going to really rely on a lot this year, John. Even though he's only a junior, he's going to be one of the key guys. They're going to try and get the ball inside to him a lot. And he's very athletic. He's in the middle in this press here. They're coming back again with a 2-2-1 pressure.
Shot there by Quincy's number 22, Derek Stone's no good, and ball will go out of bounds. We North ball.
Nice decision by Kevin Barrett to go to the 2-2-1. What he's trying to do is disrupt Quincy's offense, and it's worked effectively these 2 possessions.
Gould comes down quickly as Patrick Gould kicks it off. And McClendon drives in, and looks like he's going to pick up the foul to go to the line.
I'll tell you, simple little formula here by Kevin Barrett. He's shifting up the defense, and the boys are taking the ball to the hoop. It's working for North Quincy early on. Quincy with its 4th team foul here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, John. So Coach Parry is now shifting up. He's getting some boys over to the bench to settle them down a bit, trying to get some fresh legs in.
North trying to inbound the ball. It's knocked out of bounds there by the Presidents, so remain North ball. That last foul was on Kevin McDonough. That's his second early on here with 3:07 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's very important for Quincy. McDonough's a ball player they're going to rely on.
McClendon drives in. It's blocked there by McDonough.
Again, you see North Quincy taking the ball to the hoop, trying to be aggressive on offense and take the play to the bigger Quincy squad.
I believe the officials looked at the shot clock, and the shot clock got reset to 30. Even the ball didn't hit the rim, so they're going to come over and adjust it, I think.
Yeah, it's opening night for a lot of people here, John, including the folks at the scorers table. Although I'm proud to say the QA-TV team looks like they're in mid-season form. We've got John Mercurio down under the hoop, Peter Doherty up here. Got Anna Altori at the ready, so what do we have, 2 cameras tonight?
We have 3 cameras. We also have some students from the Quincy High School TV production class here with us as well.
I got you. They're down below then.
Yes, they are.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you mentioned first couple of games here. Girls played early and the boys now. All new equipment, so people are getting used to the new equipment here at the gym and whatnot as well. Ball's taken away by Quincy Malger. Looking up ahead, but Jalen Green is checked in. Green can't handle it. And Malger comes up with a loose ball. Nice pass down low to McDonough. He can't finish it off, though. Liuzzo comes up with a block. And McDonough's going to go up strong on the second take and go in for 2 and the foul.
Well, Liuzzo, for the second time, a little dismayed by a call, and it's hard to not agree with him. When Lucas McDonough went up the first time, Liuzzo got a clean block on him, and normally that would have resulted in a jump ball. Looks like the official might have missed that call, and Liuzzo picks up his second foul, so that's going to be important for North Quincy High.
Gould kicks it off down to Liuzzo. McClendon going to reset it. And it's almost taken away there by Brian Malger. Got a hand in there, knocks it out of bounds. Remains North ball with 12 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Brian Malger is going to be one of the leaders of this team. He's a captain, but more importantly, he's a gritty floor leader. He really plays aggressively. He's all out all the time, and he's going to set the tone for the Presidents this year. There you see some great defensive pressure on Gould.
Paul Cutter has the ball, was looking down low for Liuzzo. Couldn't get it to him, goes out of bounds. Quincy ball.
Yeah, he was trying to get it to Liuzzo. Missed. Gould almost had a play on that ball, but missed out. And here comes that North Quincy 2-2-1 again, slowing down the Presidents.
And cross-court pass over to Kevin McDonough. He gets it. He's going to take the jumper. Nice shot there by Kevin McDonough.
Kevin McDonough showed up ready for tonight's ball game, John. He's looking very smooth from the floor. That's his third jumper from the floor. He's got 6 points. And Quincy regains the lead at 12-11 here with 1:40 to go in the first quarter.
Liuzzo down low, blocked by McDonough. Lucas McDonough comes up with the ball, taken away by McClendon, and he's going to finish it off for 2.
Nice job by McClendon of staying in the play and maintaining his poise there down low.
And loose ball, and foul's going to be called on number 25 for Quincy. Lucas McDonough, the senior, that's his first.
Quincy continues to have trouble with his 2-2-1 pressure, John. Nice move by Barrett that has not yet been solved by Coach Parry. It's definitely broken the flow of the Quincy offense. Been an effective tool so far. Quincy is in a 3-2 defensively, trying to pressure the perimeter of North because they have 4 perimeter guys out there and Liuzzo. So nice move by Parry on defense, trying to pressure the North perimeter. Thus far, the reason it hasn't been effective is that North's been getting its scoring so far off the flow of its defense. So, but on the half-court offense, this 3-2 defense for Quincy's been very effective.
Kevin McDonough goes to the bench. Zarek Fedaro comes back in. Loose ball. Jalen Green dives for it. He's going to get it back up. And Quincy was trying to call a timeout, but a jump ball was called before that. And it looks like it will be North ball. So it is North Quincy ball. 1:11 left to go.
Joe Brown inbounding the ball. He had just come in, so he's still getting his sea legs under him. And that turnover was a result of the fact Joe didn't see a pass coming his way. He hustled, got back in the play, forced the jump ball, and as a result, he was able to eliminate the effect of that turnover. So nice job by Brown. And you see again, North having a little problem with his half-court defense at Quincy. They're very effective. Brown up high for that rebound.
And bad pass taken away by Quincy. Oliver O'Sullivan was back in. Sullivan has it, trying to drive into the paint. Blocked off. Mauser for three. In and out, no good.
Tell you what, Joe Brown is not a guy who checks in as your prototypical forward, but he's got springs in his legs, and he's been getting up there, rebounding very effectively for North. Little skip pass over the top.
And a three-point shot there by Dan Gould is good. So 4-point lead now for North as we come across 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Jalen Green for three. That's an air ball, no good. Fedaro has it. Oliver O'Sullivan for three. That's still no good. Fedaro puts it up, and again, no good. And a foul was called, I believe, before the quarter ended. We'll see what happens.
Yes, it was. I think they're going to get number 25 for Quincy, Lucas McDonough, for pushing the back. I noticed one of the officials talking to him a little earlier. He's got to be careful. The officials are on him. And that time they saw a little push as the buzzer sounded. Again, normally an official would let something like that go at the end of the quarter, but they're trying to set a tone here, this being North Quincy and Quincy in a classic matchup. And there's a shot of Kevin Barrett in the North Quincy huddle, John. He's done a terrific job with the Red Raiders. They have a little bit of a problem this year. They have some experienced guys who are going to be sitting out the first few games. At the end of last season, there was a problem with some members of the varsity. Coach Barrett addressed it with what I would call a traditional discipline approach, and he's following through this year, much to his credit. Barrett runs a tight ship at North. He's got the support of Principal Earl Metzler here, and so the boys are going to be a little short-handed, even though they've got a full roster. Not all the guys are going to be playing tonight. So this is a nice first quarter for them to have this 16-12 lead, and actually a bit of a pleasant surprise for North, John.
Jimmy, you always talk about the gyms and shooting at both gyms at Quincy and North Quincy. It's going to be difficult here for both these teams for really the first time getting out in game situation. Try to get the gist of how the ball looks in the background.
Yeah, I was actually down there shooting a bit in the gym a while back just to check that, and it's definitely a much friendlier effect here than it was because of the darker color in the background. But which is not to say that anything that was thrown up went in. Just saying that it was a much nicer effect. So they've got the same backboards they have down at North Quincy High, which are very forgiving. And you'll notice that the Quincy High kids, we saw it in the girls' game, they use the backboard a lot when they're in the lane, so you can tell the coaching staffs are preaching that. Here's Joe Brown with a long three, and Liuzzo over the back for the rebound there.
No foul call. Liuzzo has it. McClendon finds down low to Dan Gould, and they're going to call travel on Gould. No foul.
I'll tell you, you got to love these Gould boys. Dan Gould, all 5'7" of them, down in the low post, taking it to that back line of the Quincy defense. He got called for travel. Nice hands by Liuzzo.
And nice save there by Gould. Kicks up to Liuzzo, and he puts it in.
What a play by Gould.
Quincy quickly comes up, and it's deflected away by Joe Brown. So Brown saves 2 points there as well for North. North 4-point lead, 16-12.
Who's in the truck and our replay machine, John?
I believe we have several people in there on the truck.
Yeah, that's keeping warm right now, and that's all. That was a great play to show on replay. I know the whole Gould family will be sitting watching this coverage and would love to see that one again. But
3-point shot there by McDonough's no good. Fight for the rebound, and remain Quincy ball.
All right, Quincy trying to settle things down here. It's only a 4-point lead for North. Actually, we have it at 18-12, and the scoreboard here says 16-12. What do you have in your score sheet, John?
That's what I was just telling you, because I saw the discrepancy as well. So I'll take a look at that one moment. Fight for the loose ball, goes out of bounds, and it'll be Quincy ball.
Well, we've corrected our graphic, and now the scoreboard is corrected here.
I have 18-12, and they just corrected the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, the scoreboard went to 18 as our graphic went to 16. So,
well, I believe the truck did have 18, and then they went to 16 when we mentioned that.
Yeah, they were correct.
We'll give them credit down there.
All right. Opening
Lucas McDonough turning around, and turnaround jump shot is good. Backed up his man, was able to put it in for 2.
Yep, he's a big guy, and he's going to be getting the ball inside and down low. That's what Coach Parry is going to be looking for from McDonough.
Uzo with the ball, working against McDonough. He's going to pass it off now to Dean Gould.
Yeah, Quincy has shifted to a man-to-man. Nice little crossover by Gould on Malger.
Shot there's no good, and fighting for the ball was Marquise McClendon, and when he jumped for it, he was out of bounds.
Yeah, nice hustle by McClendon. Stayed in the play there. But as you said, it's going to be Quincy ball. Let's see how Quincy does handling the pressure. They had a break between quarters, and I'm sure they talked about this 2-2-1.
Quickly up now to Ryan Schultz is back in the game, and he can't control it. The North ball.
It's actually a nice pass by Schultz. McDonough wasn't expecting it. Lucas McDonough, that is. Quincy did a nice job with the pressure that time.
Patrick Gould quickly comes up, pass off McClendon. McClendon, nice job to get that in. Lucas McDonough was right there, but McClendon was able to go around him for 2.
Again, the Gould boys leading the charge. Nice job by Oliver O'Sullivan there. Oliver had a great game at North Quincy last year. We recall that, John. He's a very fluid, smooth ball player. We'll look for him to get in the flow tonight, but that was a nice little fadeaway.
3-point shot is no good, and McDonough comes up with it. Quickly up now to Malger, leading the break. And Joe Brown, nice defense, and actually going to call a foul on Brown.
Yeah, Brown got up in the air. When he came down, he lost his balance and fell into Malger. It was a nice move by Malger.
Checking back in, Jalen Green for the Presidents, and Malger's going to take a rest for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Cuniff back in for North Quincy. And also in for North Quincy, seeing his first action, is number 23, Ryan Evans.
And O'Sullivan's going to get called for the carry. So another turnover for Quincy. North ball, 5:15 here in the second quarter. North on top by a score of 20-16.
Evans going to put the ball in play. He's a junior guard. A lot of these guys come out of the Sacred Heart basketball program. They've been playing together for years, John. So, nice look inside. And a great defensive play by Richie Caesar, who recovered late. But when he landed after blocking that shot, he landed on McClendon.
As you said, Caesar, nice job to recover. And it will make McClendon go to the line for 2 instead of the easy basket.
McClendon, in the face of a lot of home court noise, calmly sticks the first, John. He's only a sophomore. He's a new name for North Quincy basketball. Looks very smooth and fluid out there. Misses the second.
Jalen Green comes up with a rebound. Quickly up to Brian Malger, who's checked back in. Long three-pointer there by Oliver O'Sullivan, but it does not faze him. He drains it.
I'll tell you what, O'Sullivan's going to stretch the defense if he keeps that up. This is what he did at North Quincy, John. Once he heats up, he's really capable of attacking from the perimeter the way he can shoot the ball.
Taken away by Caesar, quickly up now to O'Sullivan. And off the glass and in, Oliver O'Sullivan, a quick 5 points, and we are tied at 21.
Nice little run by North Quincy here, by Quincy rather, to get themselves back in the ball game. Halfway point of the second quarter. Nice back and forth battle so far.
Nice defense here by Reggie Caesar. McClendon went baseline, but Caesar gets up for the block. O'Sullivan with the ball, scored 5 straight points, but he's going to kick it off to Caesar.
Not there. Reggie Caesar with a great backdoor cut, reacting to the overplay by the North Quincy defense. And an alert O'Sullivan saw him, hit him, and the layup brings Quincy its first lead of the second quarter.
And Coach Kevin Barrett for North Quincy is going to call a timeout to try to hold off this Quincy run. Quincy, as you said, Jim, 23-21 lead with 4:02 left to go here in the quarter.
Yeah, it's been a real back and forth ball game with both teams adjusting to what the other's doing. North made the first little shift here, John, when they went to a 2-2-1 defense. They've been playing straight man-to-man, doing a nice job. Barrett shifted things up to a 2-2-1, and North was able to capitalize. We talked about the fact that Coach Parry, as the second quarter started, shifted to an aggressive 3-2 zone. He recognized that North Quincy, they were dribble penetrating, and that's how they were getting the ball inside, but they don't really have any big men. So Parry came with a 3-2 defense to really pressure the perimeter, take away that dribble penetration from North. That has worked. The North Quincy offense has slowed down a bit. And down the other end of the floor, Oliver O'Sullivan has really done some nice things this second quarter to help get the President offense flowing.
All right, Quincy coming with a little full court pressure of their own, man-to-man full court. Dan Gould with the ball for the Red Raiders. Working against Jalen Green. Kicks it off now to Liuzzo. Liuzzo's going to shoot the three. In and out, no good. Lucas McDonough with a rebound for the Presidents.
That was actually a good look for Liuzzo. Cuniff right out on O'Sullivan now. He's going to pressure him way out there in recognition of the long-range ability of O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan kicks it off from Malger. Malger kicks it back off now to O'Sullivan. Another long three, and it's good. NBA range three-pointers for Oliver O'Sullivan, and no problem. He's 2 for 2 in this quarter.
There's a few NBA coaches who might have been barking at Oliver on that one. He was a few steps behind even the NBA line, John. Tremendous range, and we know he's capable of it. We've seen him do it before.
And defense there by Quincy. Jalen Green comes up with a steal. Paul Cuniff gets taken away from behind. Pass looking for Lucas McDonough. Gets tipped away by North. It'll be Quincy ball down low.
Both teams settling down a little bit, John. And the Quincy President, their experience edge is starting to show here. They're kind of grinding down North now, and they've stretched out their lead to 5.
Derek Stone checks in for Quincy. And Brian Malger knew he traveled, thought he got away with it, but he did not.
Yeah, he got the ball at the perimeter and saw something, hesitated, and as you said, he got caught dragging his pivot foot. So,
all right, Dan Gould, a sophomore, has the ball for North Quincy, working against Brian Malger. Glendon kicks it off for Ryan Evans, and no good off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound, Derek Stone. Caesar, quick stop, no good off the glass, a little too much.
Yeah, great box out by Cuniff there. Just very solid fundamental defense by Cuniff. Here come the Red Raiders. Malger doing the same thing here as far as solid basic defense.
Looking down low, and it's taken away. Lucas McDonough leading the break for Quincy. Liuzzo up there. But McDonough goes in strong for 2. Lucas McDonough has 6 points on the night for the Presidents.
Yeah, good decision by Liuzzo to just let him go. Liuzzo can't get in foul trouble, John, and North's going to really have problems because he's their only big guy.
And another travel call, this time against Paul Cunoff. 1:37 left to go here in the first half. Quincy with a 7-point lead, 28-21. And Lucas McDonough, number 25, is going to take a breather for the Presidents. Checking in is Zarek Fedaro.
Pat Gould back in for the Red Raiders, John.
O'Sullivan trying to push the ball for Quincy. Loses his dribble. Nice defense there by North. Reggie Caesar with the ball now. And a jump ball will be called. Nice job there by Marquise McClendon. And also over there was Tim Liuzzo to tie up the ball. Jump ball will be Quincy ball.
Yes, we said,
sorry, it'll be North ball.
McClendon only a sophomore, and I'll tell you what, he's really showing some leadership and aggressive play there. Quincy coming out full court man-to-man now. So they're shifting things up too. Coach Parry trying to come with some aggressive man-to-man against the Red Raiders. North is clearly tired out a little bit. The boys who are out there, the lack of depth for the Red Raiders showing, because the boys who are out there are physically tired. Parry trying to capitalize on that by pressuring the man-to-man full court, John. Nice move by Coach Parry.
All right, Dan Gould went into the paint and put it up, but gets fouled by number 22, Derek Stone. And nice job there by Zarek Fedaro to make sure that the basket was no good on the block. First by Gould is good.
I'll tell you, you almost feel like you're in the driveway at the Gould residence here, the way this is going, you know. The Goulds have done a nice job tonight of playing some steady ball for the Red Raiders. There's 3 of them out there, and they've really performed well tonight. The guy at the line, Dan Gould, is a sophomore.
And he makes 1 of 2. Rebounded by Cunoff, and he can't get in. He gets his own rebound. And blocked there by Lucas McDonough for Quincy, who's checked back in.
Tell you what, Cunoff is very good with his body. He's very, very physical. Gets position, and he can rebound, notwithstanding his height. I'll call them deficiencies, but it's really just a lack of height. He rebounds like a much bigger guy. Good look up.
Derek Stone had released for the Presidents, and they were able to find him for 2. Under a minute to go. 30-22. Quincy up by 8.
We're under a minute, John, in this fast-moving first half.
Loose ball, and they're going to say it goes out of bounds. It was right on the line, but it'll be Quincy ball.
There's 43 seconds left. Quincy's got an 8-point lead. Look for them to take some time off the clock here, John. See if they can get to double digits.
Malger looking for down low for McDonough. Cannot. Nice defense by number 32, Paul Cunoff. Excuse me, that was number 12, Devin Simmons, who's checked in for North.
You got a 3-second call on McDonough there. So North Quincy's going to get the ball with 26 ticks left.
Simmons with the ball, pushes it up, and dumps it off of McClendon. McClendon goes up, he'll get fouled, and go to the line for 2. Nice look there by Devin Simmons.
Yeah, great dump down low by Devin Simmons, seeing his first action here. He comes in very alert, saw McClendon, who is performing well beyond his sophomore years here.
That last foul, Jim, was on Kevin McDonough, the senior captain for Quincy. That's his 3rd foul, and he's going to check out of the ball game to make sure he doesn't pick up another one with 19.8 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Quincy was in transition. They had the ball with 30 seconds to go and had a shot offensively, and I'm sure that's why Coach Parry had McDonough in there. The fact he picked up his 3rd on that transition is a tough break for the Quincy Presidents, John.
Stone with the ball, and he stumbled and trips, and he drags his foot for travel. So North will get the ball back with 9 seconds left to go.
Here's what Coach Parry did not want to see. His team had the ball with a chance to get a double-digit lead. Now North's got a chance to cut it to 5. They'll have the last possession.
Gould quickly up to McClendon. And ball gets blocked there by Lucas McDonough. Nice recovery by Quincy. 4 seconds to go. It'll be North ball underneath the basket. Up top to Patrick Gould. 2 seconds to go. He puts up a 2-pointer and no good. So good attempt there by Pat Gould at the end of the half, but it can't get it to fall. So a 7-point lead for the Presidents on their home floor, 30-23. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with second half coverage in a moment from the new Monroe McLean Gymnasium at Quincy High. Welcome back, everyone, to Monroe McLean Gymnasium. We're at the half. The Quincy Presidents lead the North Quincy Red Raiders by a score of 30-23. Oliver O'Sullivan leads all scorers for Quincy High School. He has 10 points. Lucas McDonough and Kevin McDonough each have 6. Zarek Fedaro has 4. Derek Stone and Reggie Caesar have 2. For North Quincy, Dan Gould and Marquise McClendon have 6. Tim Liuzzo has 5. Paul Cunniff has 4. And Paul Gould has 2. So we're getting ready. They're announcing the winners of the raffle down here for the Booster Club at Quincy High School, and it's a good turnout here for the first game of the first 2 games, I should say, in the new gym. And we'll go to Jim Timmons. Speaking of gyms, and nice turnout here for the first time here.
Oh, nice transition, John. I have a transition for you, John, but we're all back from the boys' room on that one. This has been an interesting first half. Both coaches making some adjustments. The teams took some real shots at each other. North Quincy, with a lesser experienced squad, got the early shots in. Quincy established itself at the end of the first half, ended up with a shot at a 10-point lead, a double-digit lead, finished the half with a 7-point lead, and they start with a ball here. So it's going to be interesting to see how this third quarter plays out, Sean. Look for Quincy to continue its grinding of the North Quincy defense, trying to establish itself offensively and just stretch this lead.
A travel called against the Presidents will be North ball. Dan Gould has it for the Raiders. Working against Ryan Schultz for Quincy. And they're working around it. Looking down low for Tim Liuzzo, and pass goes out of bounds to be Quincy ball.
North Quincy going to come out with a little man-to-man. Actually, no, they're coming out with a 1-3-1. They've extended it three-quarter court. Again, they got to travel there. Nice job. Coach Barrett trying a few little gimmicks here, John. It's like in football when you use the wing T offense. You try to get the other side off balance. Well, that time North with a nice 1-3-1, three-quarter court pressure, and Quincy turns the ball over. So,
all right, Quincy come out with some pressure of their own, taken away by Brian Malger, and he'll lay it in for an easy 2 points.
Nice job by Malger coming up behind Gould for the steal.
And again, pressure by Quincy taken away. Schultz is going to go up and in for 2.
Nice finish by Schultz.
So Quincy now with an 11-point lead.
You know, all that Quincy's doing is they're in a man-to-man, and if they have an opportunity to double, they double the ball. And it's resulted in 2 turnovers. Nice job by the Presidents. They're working hard here, and they've stretched their lead back to 9. I beg your pardon, it's at 11 now.
Skip pass over number 33, Paul Gould. Get down low to Liuzzo. Turnaround jumper's no good. It looks like he's going to be fouled by Kevin McDonough. If that's the case, that's McDonough's 4th foul.
No, I think they got Zarek Fedaro there, and McDonough was telling him, just keep your arms straight up. You see McDonough on the left talking about it again. Oliver O'Sullivan as well. They're trying to tell Fedaro, just put your arms straight up, and they won't call the foul, that when you reach in and break the plane, they do call it. Liuzzo hits the first and misses the second, so North Quincy gets its first points of the second half and trails by 10.
Malger spots up for a long 2, no good. His foot was on the line. Rebounded by Liuzzo. Dan Gould quickly up now for North Quincy. Paul Cunniff with the ball. Gould spots up for 3 in the corner, and it's good.
Oh, nice job by Gould. Again, Dan Gould and McClendon, they're only sophomores, and they're playing like old men out there.
And it is almost taken away there by number 32, Paul Cunniff. And it is. Went off the foot of Quincy's number 14, Oliver O'Sullivan. This will be North ball.
Yeah, Cunniff continuing to contribute with the little things out there, John.
And quickly up to Liuzzo on a nice pass. Saw Liuzzo streaking to the net, and they were able to get it to him for 2. So North cuts the lead down to 5, 34-29. O'Sullivan, another long 3, no good this time.
Yeah, O'Sullivan did not get to stretch his legs coming out of the locker room, and he's going to have to warm up there again before that long-range stuff is going to drop.
Cunniff was looking down low to try to get down to Liuzzo. Can not, goes out of bounds, be Quincy ball.
North with a 1-3-1 again, John. Trying to mix things up for Quincy.
O'Sullivan thought about the 3, this time he's going to move in off the glass. Nice job there by Oliver O'Sullivan. Drew in the defense, and instead of taking the 3, goes in, takes a nice jumper off the glass for 2, 36-29, Quincy.
Yeah, we talked about the soft backboards here. O'Sullivan really capitalizing on that dribble penetration.
Paul Gould kicks over to Dan Gould, goes baseline to
great look
Liuzzo,
inside.
and can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line for 2. Nice job there.
Dribble penetration by Dan Gould, and he dropped it down to Liuzzo. So North getting back to what they did successfully early in the first half, trying to penetrate and bang it inside.
So Liuzzo at the line for 2. He hits the first. Reggie Caesar checks in along with Jalen Green for Quincy. And Marquise McClendon checks in as well for North.
Some fresh legs. Always a good move by a coach after the initial runs in a quarter. Get some fresh legs in.
And it's no
Liuzzo
good there. Liuzzo
again goes 1 for 2.
Kevin McDonough leading it now for Quincy. Kicks it off. O'Sullivan for 3. It's good.
Tell you, I love O'Sullivan. He just looks great from the perimeter. He didn't get any time to warm up there coming out of the locker room. Both teams were in the locker room from halftime. But as O'Sullivan loosens up, John, look for more of that from him.
Foul's called away from the ball on Reggie Caesar. His second foul, team's 3rd. Clendon in the corner. Now to Liuzzo. Liuzzo working against Kevin McDonough. Patrick Gould has some space, goes in, and gets a nice friendly roll there for 2.
Nice penetration by Pat Gould, and he just kept going.
Loose ball there. Malger has it. Nice hustle there by Dan Gould as well. And now Malger loses the ball out of bounds. Pressure there for North Quincy works this time. North ball.
Yeah, Malger trying to handle the pressure on his own with the dribbling. And in fairness to him, he didn't have anyone to throw the ball to at that time. That's his complaint that you see him with his palms up. But
And
now
kick away by
look at him.
Malger.
He stays in the play. You got to give Malger credit.
Malger's looking for the ball from Reggie Caesar. Sullivan drives in, kicks it out. Nice look for Jalen Green for three. No good, a little too much. Rebounded there by Patrick Gould for North Quincy, looking up quickly to Paul Cuniff, and nice job by Green to get back and break it up for Quincy.
That was not going to work with Jalen Green back there, John. You and I know that. Jalen, a terrific athlete, and he looked like the defensive back that he has been all fall for the Presidents on that play.
Gould open in the corner for three. Miscommunication there by Quincy on defense as to who had the ball. Malger gets the rebound though, brings it up. Sullivan goes for the crossover. Nice defense there by Patrick Gould. And Liuzzo comes up with a nice play of his own. Both teams diving for the ball, and it'll be out of bounds against North. Diving for the ball for North Quincy was Patrick Gould. Tried to call a timeout, but he was already out of bounds.
Yeah, great hustle by the Red Raiders. They're hanging around, John. The lead's still at 7. It's 39-32 as we're under 3 minutes here in this third quarter.
Green kicks it up for Caesar. O'Sullivan spot up three, and he hits it. Oliver O'Sullivan has 18 points here today for Quincy High School, and Quincy now with an 8-point lead, 42-32, with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Liuzzo, nice drive in, and he'll get fouled there by Lucas McDonough. That's McDonough's third foul.
Yeah, Liuzzo had McDonough out on the wing. He knew he had the quickness advantage, and he took advantage of that fact. Nice penetration by Liuzzo, and he's going to go to the line where he struggled a bit tonight. The last couple of times he's been there, he's made the first and missed the second. Let's see what he does here. Makes the first again. Quincy getting some fresh legs in, John. They bring in number 11, a big guy, Chuck Butler, who's a senior, 225, very physical, and number 44, Kevin McDonough back in. Liuzzo sticks two.
Pressure again by North Quincy. McDonough drives in, looking for the layup, and can't get it to fall. And rebound by Liuzzo. Looked like he might have got hit in the face by Butler. No fouls called, though.
Yeah, I think he got swiped in the eye. We'll see what the story is. Nice job by our camera person down there trying to zoom in. It looks like his right eye, he took a swipe. And that's why a guy would react the way he did, too. It's very painful, and you lose your vision right away. So he stopped almost immediately.
Brian Malger for Quincy pressuring Patrick Gould for North, bringing up the ball.
Yeah, Gould's done a great job all night because Malger's a first-rate defender, very aggressive, and both Goulds have handled that pressure very well.
Liuzzo, spot-up jumper, no good. Fighting for the rebound into the hands of Paul Cuniff. Cuniff finds Gould in the corner for three, no good. Another rebound by Marquise McClendon. Nice look for Cuniff, and they can't finish. Finally rebounded by by Kevin McDonough for Quincy, and a foul is called on North.
Well, they're all over the boards there, the Red Raiders, John. Banging and banging and banging, but they just can't finish. Quincy's going to get a possession here with 1:40 to go, leading by 8. They're going to try and get that lead back up to double digits. North with a 1-3-1 trap again, trying to force a turnover.
O'Sullivan and turns the ball over. Was looking for Jalen Green, and Green commits the foul.
Tell you what, I give credit to the North athletes and Kevin Barrett, their coach. They're doing a great job of scrapping here and hanging in there. 1:30 to go here. They get the ball to Liuzzo, and he's on a little break, John.
And Liuzzo goes up for the shot, is no good. North's bench looking for a foul, nothing called. And goes out of bounds. Chuck Butler was back there on defense for Quincy.
Yeah, Butler did a great job, the senior. He just held his ground. As we said, he's physically imposing, John. He held his ground on Liuzzo. Nice steal.
McClendon comes up with
another
it.
turnover.
And Jalen Green comes out of nowhere, taken away from Tim Liuzzo. And Green was trying to make something happen. And a little bit too much on the pass up ahead for Oliver O'Sullivan. It'll be North ball. 1:09 left to go here in the third quarter. Quincy on top, 42-34.
Yeah, play getting a little sloppy here, John, as the boys get tired. Third quarter coming to an end.
Dan Gould with the ball for the Red Raiders. Swing around to McClendon, trying to get down Liuzzo. Nice defense there by Butler.
Oh, no, Butler's playing better than nice defense. He's just physically dominating inside there.
Gould up fake, kicks off now to Cunniff, who's going to take the jumper. No good. Loose ball. North comes up with it. And this time Butler will get called for the foul. He thought he had the block clean that time.
Yeah, Liuzzo with a very determined grind down low there. He got position on Butler, got the ball, spun, and because of that position, he was able to draw the foul. So, Liuzzo at the line, and he again makes his first foul shot. Tim's got 7 points this quarter, John, 5 of them from the foul line.
And he gets the roll on that one.
Yeah, not a lot of style points on those 2 foul shots, but they went in, so good for him. Mr. Liuzzo is playing a heck of a game for himself, Tim Liuzzo. As we said, he's a junior, but one of the captains. And although he's playing against some bigger guys, he's playing with all heart, and he's out for a little break here as this quarter comes to an end.
Ball was taken away by Marquise McClendon. Joe Brown spots up, no good, fight for the rebound, and ends up in his hands again, and he puts it in. Marquise McClendon.
I don't know how they're doing it, John, but North just keeps hanging around here.
O'Sullivan open for 3, no good. Kevin McDonough off the glass and in. Big shot there by Kevin McDonough.
Yeah,
5
nice
seconds to
job
go
by
here in the
McDonough.
quarter. Gould puts up from half court, and no good, just a little short.
Quincy really needed that hoop from Kevin McDonough. He did a nice job. He pulled up, put it in off the backboard. That was an important basket for Quincy. The lead was at 4. If North had ever cut it to 2, this place would have been all fired up. It's packed with Red Raider and Quincy students, John. And the Red Raider stand grouped out to our right. Really rocking there, but they were silenced by that final jumper by McDonough. So we're going right down to the wire here, it looks like, John, and should be an exciting fourth quarter. Quincy holding on to a 6-point lead.
Quincy at one point had an 11-point lead earlier on in the third quarter. They came out quickly, and they were able to increase their lead. They had a 7-point lead at the half, quickly came out with 2 baskets. But North, as you said, Jim, was able to get back down, and now a 6-point lead.
I saw my man Bang Bang Boyle. He's up there in the back row. Zoom a little to the right. Whoever our camera, there he is, Bang Bang. One of my favorite football players in Quincy history. Brian Boyle, a great kid and a great football player. There he is. And he's up there with some of the Quincy High gang. And then down to our right, we don't have a camera over there, but North Quincy High's got all its senior football players down to our right making a lot of noise. So it's a packed gym and a very exciting atmosphere here, John. You'd think it were February the way this game's played out here. It's opening night, high school basketball, early December, but this place is packed and rocking, and everyone's having a good time as the Red Raiders start the fourth quarter trailing by 6.
Yeah, Quincy opens their season with 2 games at home. They're going to play Pembroke next Friday, December 17th, here at the gymnasium again. Joe Brown with the ball for North Quincy, up to the top of the key. Shot there by Patrick Gould for 3. It's good.
Pat Gould starts the 4th quarter with a bang for North Quincy. They're in there 1-3-1. It's been very successful.
Skip pass there to find McDonough. He's going to put it up. No good. Great job there by Kevin McDonough to get the rebound, but he can't finish it off. Pat Gould quickly comes up with it. Over to Dan Gould, and no good. And nice job there by Lucas McDonough to take the ball away. Jalen Green quickly pushed the ball up. We're going to have to wait for the rest of the team to come down with him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jalen Green got up the floor. What acceleration. He is just a remarkable athlete, Jalen Green.
Quick lift now to Dan Gould, and great pressure there by Oliver O'Sullivan to break it up.
Yeah, great hands by Oliver O'Sullivan to get the steal without the foul. It's a little
right
floater by
down.
O'Sullivan. Nice hoop.
O'Sullivan, 20 points on the night. Quincy with a 5-point lead, 46-41.
Yeah, and O'Sullivan's had allowed points, John, meaning when he scored, it's been at key points for the Presidents.
Quick shot there by Joe Brown. The 3-point is no good. North comes up with a rebound, though. Brown drives in, and he gets it to go. And he'll go to the line for 1. Big shot there by Joe Brown.
Nice take by Joe Brown, the junior. He's a guy they're looking at next year of the football team as a possible successor at the quarterback position. He's regarded as a real leader. And he's got an opportunity here to bring the Red Raiders within 2.
Last foul was called on Lucas McDonough. Joe Brown at the line for an old-fashioned 3-point play, and can't get it to go. So 3-point lead still for Quincy. Kevin McDonough drives in, and foul's going to be called on the floor before the shot. So no basket. And Patrick Gould will get called for his first foul.
Yeah, they got Gould on the reach-in. Dribble penetration by O'Sullivan, who's a very instinctive player. I like him taking the ball to the hoop. Now he's set for 3, and he drains it. Oh, man. This kid is something else. Oliver O'Sullivan continues to light it up here for the Presidents, John.
Quincy comes with some full court pressure. Ball's loose. And Joe Brown gets it, but he's trapped in the corner. And it's taken away there by Fedaro. He drives in, and no good. Marquise McClendon quickly comes out for North Quincy.
Wow.
And he's going to draw a foul of his own. Great job there by McClendon. McClendon had a great crossover move at half court to get him free. And he'll draw the foul.
End-to-end action, John. Close to being out of control, but I'll tell you what, McClendon at the end pulled up nicely. Missed the layup. He's going to have 2 shots. Looking to keep the Red Raiders close here. It's 49-43, a 6-point President lead with 5:37 to go in the ball game. Tell you what,
can't get it to go.
Presidents are going to recall that. McClendon now has not made any foul shots in this second half, and come down to the wire here. If the Presidents are looking for someone to foul, they may look at the sophomore. That's one of the things that coaches file away here, John, and one of the things that Marcus will be working on, I'm sure, this season. As we said, it's opening night, and this is where kids learn things, but Marcus is a hard-working young man. I'm sure he'll be working at practice on his foul shots, but for tonight, Quincy's going to be looking at that, I'm sure, as we get down the stretch.
Fight for the rebound down low. Zarek Fedaro was the man for Quincy who got 2 rebounds but couldn't finish it off. It goes out of bounds. It'll be North ball with 5:18 left to go in the game.
Yeah, Zarek Fedaro looking like he had springs in his legs. He just kept working, unable to finish. And now here comes North as we tick down to 5 minutes.
Patrick Gould drives in, kicks it out now. And finishes off Marquise McClendon for 2.
Nice hoop by McClendon. North trailing by 4. Here comes O'Sullivan. Oh!
Oliver O'Sullivan not afraid to shoot the ball, and he hits it. So a 6-point lead again for Quincy, 51-45. And it's almost taken away there by Jalen Green. He thought he had the steal. It'll be a foul against Green.
Tell you what, John, anyone who can shoot the ball like Oliver O'Sullivan should not be shy about shooting it. He is just putting on a show tonight. Here comes Dan Gould to the line. Had a nice shot of him earlier from John Mercurio's camera. And looks like Quincy's going to get a quick 30-second timeout. Coach Parry looking to regroup the troops with 4:40 to go and a lead of 6 for the Presidents. There's a little shot of the some of the Red Raider fans who are here. John Mercurio's getting that shot, and you see a lot of guys who played football for North Quincy High in the stands. Got a loud, raucous crowd here. They're in one corner, and then you've got Bang Bang Boyle and the Presidents over in the other. And we've got quite a nice crowd here. I saw former Central Middle School gym teacher and an icon in Quincy history, Mario Casali here. There's all kinds of people. Ted Stevenson, former North coaches here. A lot of folks came out for tonight's ball game, and it's nice to see them.
We should mention, just before the tip of this game, they rededicated the gym in the name of Monroe McLean. His daughter, Jean Ann Finney, was here. And also they dedicated the George Burke Fitness Center. And George Burke was here as well in honor of him. So a nice ceremony just before this game started to honor George Burke and Monroe McLean. All right, so foul shot is no good. Kevin McDonough, and they're going to call a travel on McDonough.
I don't think so. Well, yep, the outside ref got a travel. You're right. The ref under was prepared to call a foul, it looked like, but whoop.
And ball's loose, taken away by Quincy. Fedaro gets it over to O'Sullivan, and in and out for Oliver O'Sullivan.
Well, it's nice to see Oliver miss one just because we like to think the young man is human. He rimmed that one.
Fight for the rebound. Jalen Green comes up with it. Brian Mallett's going to slow things down now for Quincy. 4 minutes to go, 51-45, Quincy on top.
Yeah, good decision by Quincy. Oliver O'Sullivan talking to Malger, and they slowed it down. They're going to take some time off the clock, and now with 10 ticks to go, they're going to look to penetrate.
5 on the shot clock, long shot there, and no good by O'Sullivan, and North comes up with it.
Well, he's hearing it from the North Quincy crowd.
McClendon for 3, no good off the back rim.
Oh, in traffic, nice rebound by O'Sullivan. I think they got Paul Cuniff on that one. As we said, Paul Cuniff is not your prototype for a power forward, but he is getting in there and mixing it up on the rebounding. That time, Oliver O'Sullivan got banged and got the call.
A little confusion down there. Reggie Caesar was trying to check in for Quincy. And we'll see if they let him check in. And no, they will not let him check in. Coach Dave Parry saying he was here the whole time, ready to check in, but they won't let him come in. O'Sullivan with the ball, over to Kevin McDonough. Quincy fans getting loud now. Nice look down low from Fedaro, and he can't finish it though. Dan Gould with the ball for North Quincy, the sophomore, down low to Liuzzo. Liuzzo gets blocked there by Fedaro. Wow. Loose ball comes up the hands of Liuzzo.
Nice pass.
Ooh, coming out of nowhere was Jalen Green for the block. But they're going to say he fouled him instead. That was a tight call, Jim.
Oh, great action inside. Liuzzo just working. He got defensively stood up a couple of times by Zarek Fedaro, who was just giving it all right back to Liuzzo. Liuzzo would not quit. Saw McClendon down low on the block and got a beautiful pass to him. And now McClendon, he might have heard my little pep talk earlier, but he sticks the first of his foul shots. And North Quincy within 5 with 2:50 to go.
And McClendon makes both.
Great job by McClendon. So the lead is at 4, and we got 2:40 to go.
51-47, Quincy on top. Kevin McDonough with the ball at the top of the key, kicks off now for O'Sullivan. He's going to drive it in, tough running jumper, no good. And fight for the rebound goes into Tim Liuzzo's hands. Quickly up now to Dan Gould. He's going to push it for North Quincy, and it's broken up by Brian Malger. Nice D.
Yeah, the boys are really grinding here, John. This is just, look at Liuzzo. He will not quit.
Liuzzo had an easy jumper, but he's going to get fouled down low by Kevin McDonough. That's McDonough's 4th foul. And first one is good. Again, he gets those friendly rolls on the first foul shot for Tim Liuzzo.
Tim has been brutally effective here, as we said. He's had some of the ugliest foul shots we've seen in a while, but they're all going in. There's a great shot of him. Very, very determined performance here in the second half. And he buries that second one, so great job by Liuzzo. Red Raiders are within 2. They've got their 1-3-1 trap on, and the Presidents have to handle that pressure, and they do.
Liuzzo is 8 for 10 in his second half. At the line, excuse me.
Yeah, he's been really something, and he's really getting ground down by some big guys down low, John, and hanging in there.
Quincy runs some time off the clock, 5 seconds to go. Jalen Green spots up for 3, no good. Liuzzo with the rebound. 2-point lead for Quincy, 51-49, 1:45 to go in the game. Marquise McClendon has it, drives in, kicks off to Liuzzo, and he'll get fouled again. He'll go to the line for 2, and a chance to tie the game.
North Quincy continuing to bang away inside, down low, notwithstanding the fact that's where the Presidents have the edge. They're just taking it right to them. And with 1:37 to go here, it's a 2-point ball game. And Timmy Liuzzo, whom have you said, has been really, really effective from the foul line, John. 8 for 10 is going to get 2 more foul shots here. 2 big foul shots. Going to get some new legs in for the for the Presidents, John.
Yeah, Lucas McDonough has just fouled out of the ball game with his 5th foul. He finishes with 6 points. So again, Tim Liuzzo at the line for North Quincy to shoot 2. And he hits the first.
Wow. This is finishing the same fashion that the girls' game did, John. It's another Quincy-North Quincy matchup going right down to the wire. Girls' game was tied and decided on foul shots, and this game is now tied. And it's tied by way of foul shots. We'll see how it plays out here with 1:30 to go. We're tied at 51.
And it's going to be a loose ball. Quincy thought it got tipped out of bounds. Zarek Fedaro saw the ball's coming to him, but he just let it go. He could have sworn it was tipped, but it was not. So it'll be North ball with 1:25 to go.
Quincy with a little man-to-man pressure here now.
Dan Gould working against Brian Malger for Quincy. Kind of kicks it over to Patrick Gould. Over now to Dan Gould in the corner, looking down low for Liuzzo, and he's going to
get
it.
Great pass by Gould to Liuzzo, John.
So North has the lead with 1 minute to go here in the ball game, 53-51.
They're staying with their pressure. They get a steal.
Gould comes up with it, and great block by Jalen Green.
Jalen Green. I'll tell you what, both teams really going down to the wire here. Jalen Green would not quit on that play. You saw some tremendous athleticism by Green as he closed on Gould, knocked the ball out of bounds. A great play by Green to keep the Presidents within 2 here. Red Raiders have the ball. They have a fresh 30 on the clock.
No, there was a...
Oh, they're running down the... Yeah, there you go. Okay. Opening night for the clock operator, apparently. North Quincy's going to get a timeout here, John. We're going to get a look at Coach Kevin Barrett and the Red Raiders, who have crawled their way, scratched their way back into this. And now, as you can see there, they've got the lead with 51.5 left on the clock. They have done a terrific job of hanging around tonight. And the defensive pressure, that 1-3-1 trap, forced a key turnover here. Jalen Green saved the day for the Presidents with a big block. There's a shot at Coach Parry in his huddle. And he's going to have, for the final 50 seconds, it looks like, his captain, Brian Malger, out there. He's going to bring in number 24, Ryan Schultz, a terrific athlete, a senior who was the quarterback of the football team this year. He'll have Kevin McDonough, Oliver O'Sullivan, and then Zarek Fedaro. They're the guys he's talking to, getting ready for the final 51.5 seconds, John.
North Quincy is 18 for 28 from the line tonight, Jim. Quincy High School 0 for 1. So certainly a discrepancy at the foul line, but North has made it work for them, getting 18 of their points at the foul line, and they have the lead now, as you said, 53-51, with 51 seconds left to go.
That's a very interesting stat. Nice work on that one, Sean.
As North has the ball, quickly get it out to Joe Brown. Excuse me, that was Dan Gould. McClendon now with the ball. Gould being pressured. Pat Gould now with the ball for North. 10 on the shot clock. McClendon with the ball at the elbow. Trying to work it around. 5 on the shot clock now. Dean Gould has it. Going to take the three-pointer. It gets blocked there by O'Sullivan.
Should have been a 30-second violation. Never hit the rim. Here comes Quincy.
Quincy gets the ball coming down. Malger kicks it off now to Kevin McDonough. McDonough looking down low for Fedaro, and he's going to go to the line for 2. Great move there by Zarek Fedaro to go to the line. 10.8 seconds left to go.
Yeah, Fedaro got position on Cuniff. Cuniff actually made a great play on that, John, by sending Fedaro to the line. A lot of pressure here for Zarek. There's 10 seconds left. Team's down by 2. Kevin Barrett calls a timeout immediately, trying to give Zarek a little time to think about the importance of these 2 foul shots. So it's going to be a big moment for Zarek Fedaro, a junior, when he returns to the foul line here. His team down by 2, and he's going to have 2 foul shots. 10.8 to go.
Kevin McDonough has 4 fouls, Jim. He's the only one that's in foul trouble for Quincy. And North Quincy has no one with more than 2 fouls, so they are all set. Quincy has 10 team fouls against them, so any foul, North Quincy will go to the line. North has 5 team fouls, so they're still 2 fouls away from the 1-on-1.
Yeah, the key with that, John, is North Quincy has some options, and I'm sure Coach Barrett's going over that. If Quincy ends up with the ball again, North can foul them to break up their offensive rhythm, and Quincy will not get to the line. So should Fedaro miss either of these foul shots and North has the ball, if they do turn it over, I'm sure Kevin Barrett said, we have fouls to waste. Make sure you use them. So here we go, the first of 2 big foul shots for Zarek Fedaro. And he's short on the first. Nice job by Kevin McDonough of going over to him.
All right, this time, Coach Dave Perry's going to call a timeout for Quincy. So again, 10.8 seconds left to go here in the ball game. 53-51, North Quincy on top.
You know, there's a couple of schools of thought on this approach here, John. You can give Coach Perry credit because what he's trying to do is, in addition to getting the boys focused, now that if Fedaro hits this, they'll still be behind. He's letting them know what they have to do to get the ball. The other thing he's done is he's taken his shooter off the foul line, giving him a little chance to shake the fact that he missed one and reset himself and hope that works. There's a few coaches who believe that's an important timeout to take if your guy misses his first, just to get him refocused and thinking about something else. So I think that was a good timeout by Dave Perry. We'll see how the teams react here. Fedaro has one shot left. As we said, 10 seconds left here. Boxing out for North, very important. Fedaro hits this one, and Quincy's going to come with pressure.
All right, they're going to get it into Pat Gould, and Derek Fedaro will foul him immediately. 9.5 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, a great job by North Quincy, in particular Paul Cunniff, because he got the ball to one of the guys who can shoot foul shots, that being one of the Gould boys. There he is. You got to like the look on his face. He wants the ball, little smile for one of his teammates. He's only a sophomore. He missed the first. Tim Liuzzo, Paul Cunniff over there just to remind him we still have the lead. Not a problem. So.
All right, Quincy calls timeout, Jim. So 1-point ball game here at Quincy High School. Again, North on top, 53-52, 9.5 seconds left. Both coaches going over the different situations. Quincy, again, trailing by one, looking at the rebound. And I believe they do have a timeout to call, so if they want to get the rebound and call timeout, they can.
Yeah, and what we're looking at now is Coach Barrett is reviewing things with his team, Coach Perry with his. North's got one foul to waste, and I'm sure that that's what Barrett's talking about. When Quincy gets the rebound here, whether it's off a make shot and they inbound from under the hoop or off a miss, if Quincy gets the rebound, Barrett's telling them when to foul and where to foul, just to break up Quincy's rhythm. Coach Perry trying to review with Quincy what the options are. 9 seconds is plenty of time to get the ball down and get a good shot. I'm sure Perry's emphasizing that for the boys, so it's a big foul shot for Mr. Gould.
All right, so Pat Gould at the line for North Quincy. His second of 2 shots, missed the first. And misses it. Quincy will not call timeout. And now they will. Oliver O'Sullivan was right at half court where he called a timeout with 4.9 seconds left.
Yeah, nice job by Oliver to get that timeout. That was the coach's instruction. Get the ball to half court, get a timeout. North Quincy, great decision off the foul shot. What Coach Barrett did was he had a couple of his guys pressure up the outlet. He had 2 guards who were there. When Oliver got the outlet pass, they pressured him right away to take time off the clock. He was not able to get to half court as quickly as he would have liked to because he had the pressure. North did not use that foul that they have to waste. They've still got it, and that's going to be a big factor here because Quincy's going to inbound the ball, John, and 2 seconds goes off the clock. North can foul them and force them to set up yet again, break their rhythm. So that's an important edge for North. You pointed that out earlier, John, that Quincy with a decided disadvantage in the foul calls the second half, and it could really be a factor in the final outcome. So North has the ability to foul a guy. I'm sure they'll do it. Meanwhile, Quincy's got their quarterback, the senior, Ryan Schultz, inbounding the ball just down in front of us. And let's see how this game's going to win. It's 53-52, with 4.9 seconds left.
All right, Schultz looking to get it in, and it's broken up there by North. Nice job there by Pat Gould to break up the play.
0.7 of a second off the clock. Nice job down by the scorekeeper.
Get it into O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan spots up for three, no good. And Liuzzo gets the rebound and the victory for North Quincy, 53-52.
I'll tell you, this is a huge win for the Red Raiders and a big upset, I might add. A disappointed Quincy squad losing their home opener, but we're going to be back for more. You know that. What a ball game here at the new Monroe McLean Gymnasium. A great ball game. Great win for the Red Raiders and a great performance by both teams down to the wire, John.
All right, so Quincy, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to take on Pembroke next week here at the gymnasium. And North Quincy, they're going to get their first home game on Tuesday, December 14th against Our Lady of Fatima High School. Then North Quincy will go on the road to face Hingham and Whitman-Hanson. So a couple of tough games for North Quincy early on against Hingham and Whitman-Hanson.
Yeah, that'll be interesting for them, but I'll tell you what, when you start your season by beating crosstown rival Quincy, that makes everything a lot better. This has got to be a big boost for the Red Raiders to come into Quincy's gym on this big home opener and steal a win. They were a very determined squad, the North Quincy Red Raiders, and they hung around and pulled this one out in exciting fashion. From the Quincy High perspective, John, there's a lot of talent there to work with. They had a few blips down the end and lost tonight, but I look for Quincy to really have an exciting season this year with some of the talent that we saw out there tonight.
All right, for North Quincy, leading the way was Tim Liuzzo. He had 19 points to lead the Red Raiders. Also, Dan Gould, Marquise McClendon, he had 12. Dan Gould, he had 9 points. Pat Gould had 5. Paul Cunniff had 4. And then Joe Brown had 2, along with Paul Gould, who had 2 points as well. For Quincy High School, Oliver O'Sullivan led all scorers with 25 points. Kevin McDonough added in 8. Lucas McDonough had 6. Zarek Fedaro had 5. Brian Maliger, Derek Stone, and Ryan Schultz each had 2 for the presence. So again, final score here at Monroe McLean Gymnasium, 53-52. North Quincy gets the victory. They go to 1-0 on the season. Quincy will lose their first game 0-1. Well, we want to thank all of our crew real quick who came out here to make this game possible. On camera tonight, Peter Doherty, John Mercurio, Paul Nigro, Mikey Nurmi, and John Licano. On audio, Tim Nazaro. On graphics, Grace Busher. Our engineer, Chris Potter. Our director, George Capadonna. And our executive producer, Elizabeth Campbell. So one final time, North Quincy 53, Quincy 52. The Jim Timmons, my name is Jonathan Caleri. We want to thank you for watching this edition of QATV Sports. Thanks for tuning in.